Hi everybody, welcome back to the Kirsty Meakin Show! Sorry, a little bit excited. So today we're going to do some gorgeous nails. We're going to play with a little bit of ink. And we're going to get crazy. So let's get cracking with the knacking, as Adam says. A little bit of hand sanitizer. This is from Navy. It's part of their hygiene system. It's biodegradable and vegan friendly. So you could even eat it. No, don't eat it.
No, don't, just in case.
It's not for body consumption.
You're not Donald Trump.
I'm not Donald Trump, no.
You can't tell people
Jesus.
to eat.
Thank God. I hope it's a bit better than us. So, we've already done the prep on these because we've had a removal of nails that have been on for 5 million years. But you were lucky that your nails don't really grow very fast.
No, they go. They don't show any growth, and then all of a sudden, it's there. Literally, it's weird.
You're strange, aren't you?
I'm very
strange. Just a little bit. I like you though. I like you because you're a little bit strange. So we're going to sculpt out a nude, natural coloured, natural nude, camouflagey kind of, I'll tell you what colour it's going to be. It's going to be Blossom from the Nailchemy range. So I'm going to use the Professional Speed Primerless Liquid. So I'm going to use the Kirsty Meakin Formation sculpting forms because you know they are the best ever. You don't have to sculpt, you can use tips if you want to. If you're following along, whatever you're comfortable with, and that's the key to life. Be comfortable with everything that you do. If you're not, then I'm sorry, you're going to struggle. Make yourself comfortable, girls. Sit down, it's going to be a great ride. So I know that Andrea's nails are quite sort of flat. So when we offer this sculpting form up to Andrea's nails, if we were going to do a square nail, we'd be all right, but we're not. So we need to just anchor it down a little bit, which means I am going to cut this a little bit flatter than it is right now. Okay, so we've cut those two little bits off, and it just instantly makes it a flatter contact area, so it matches her natural free edge. I'm going to take off the excess, so I take off that tab there, and what this tab's there so you can do like crazy long nails, but we ain't doing Faye right now, so we're going to roll the form in our fingers, close these two tabs. I'm going to pop the 4 fingers on first. I won't do the thumb yet because the thumb tends to sit like this. A client will sit and knock the thumb, and not good. It just messes up all the work, so we're going to do that last. Okay, forms are on, which means it's time to use prep solutions. So we have this nail prep from Nailchemy, and we also have an Ultra Bond from Nailchemy. So this will sort of dehydrate the nail and get it all ready to have its primer put on. But I will tell you one thing, I am using the primerless acrylic liquid. You don't have to put the primer on. I just like to, because I don't trust. They're like men. You should never trust them. Right, okay, so sculpting out stiletto. We're going to do this. So if you want to know how to do a stiletto with the beads and everything like that, this is the video for you. What colour was this again? Blossom. Just get used to all these new products. So I'm going to use my Alessia brush, which is my go-to brush. It's a double-ended brush. It feels so nice to be able to tell you about my brush because we get asked
all the time.
I mean,
constantly.
The questions. What's the brush? What's the brush? What's the brush? What's the brush? This is the brush. It's the brush that you need in your life because it's not only got a size 12 pure Kolinsky brush at one end, it's got a size 2 beautiful 3D brush on the other end. So it's like, you know, you're getting a 2 for 1. I say you buy one, you get one free. I say you buy one. If you're not from the UK, you will have no idea what that is. And if you're younger than us, then yeah,
you still won't know.
Woo. When I go into my dampen dish, I'm actually making sure I get rid of all the bubbles from the brush, so it's completely saturated. I drag off a little bit of excess, and we're going to go in the powder. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to look at it. It's a nice bead. Look at that, so lovely. And we're going to pop it on. And we are going to make sure we say hello to that natural nail. Like, hello. We get the product and we butt it up to the natural nail. And we just give it a little hug. You know, acrylic can hug natural nails. You've seen it happen right before your eyes. And we're going to pull this down. See, now we're patting and pressing and it's holding its shape, which I love. I love it when we're at that stage.
Are you sure you're not doing face nails there? Because that seems like a very bare blend.
It's not, honest. Give me your hand.
Maybe it's because I'm looking at this closer.
See? Oh, well, if you look, you've seen it in full HD, realism.
Oh, it's because you've taken the bottom of the foam off, that's why. Silly Adam.
What are you doing? You're so silly. We're tucking it up. We tuck.
Tucking again.
Just like RuPaul. We tuck and we tuck. Now, we're going to go on with our second bead. I am not worrying about the cuticle area at this point. And see, I'm talking a little bit, I'm letting it do its thing, it's polymerizing, it's starting to flow a little bit, and then we can start to bring the product down. I can straighten the finger up now, don't need it to go anywhere. That's a much better bead, Kirsty Meakin. I think you deserve that pat on the back. So, tuck, tuck, tuck. I would love to get Tace from RuPaul Drag Race UK in the studio to do his nails because he is like, you know, all the drama, all the gumption. He, she is all of everything. They, them are everything. They are life. Yeah, well, Tace is life. He gives me life. She gives me life. They give me life. Cuticle area. Notice how I tapped the back of the brush onto the paper towel just to drain out any excess liquid from my brush because I don't want to then start to touch the bead and feed that bead with liquid because then the bead will go. I love the liquid and then it'll go. And we don't want it to do that. So we're creating apex, structure. And bam, a stiletto nail. Now, by the time I've done this next nail, it should be time to pinch the first nail. So it's all about hugging at this stage. We're going to hug, hug, hug the nail. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. And tuck. I definitely feel like we have a little bit of marbling with the product. We'll see when we come to file, that shows. Second bead. Second bead is always better than the first. And we're going to tap the back. Let it do its thing. And we don't need to tip the finger down. And we can tease this product down, gentle swipes. Oh, we can pinch this one now. We haven't even got to the third bead and we are ready to pinch. So I'm using the Navy Tools Samantha pinching tool. Discount code found below. Right, bead at the cuticle. Nice and close, but don't spill it onto the skin. Keep it nice and tucked. Gently, gently. Feather, so it all blend into one. I see a dip. So we're going to use Crystal, which is a clear acrylic, and then we're going to use Space Princess. Right, we're doing a full glitter nail. So we're laying down clear acrylic. First of all, this is going to be part of the structure, and we're basically going to create like a sandwich effect where we sandwich the acrylic between, sorry, the glitter between the clear acrylic. Right, I'm going to pick up a clear bead, go straight in. Oh my God, just look at that. Oh my God, it's so nice. I don't know why I'm doing a silly accent, but I like it. Oh my God, let's spread it around. So that clear acrylic we've picked it up with will kind of be your glue to stick the acrylic down, and it'll enable you to move it around and put everything in its place. So there are stars in here, there is an abundance of different glitters. This is like, oh my God, it's amazing. But I need some little ones to put there. You see that star on my brush? We need some little ones. So I'm going to just take a damp brush and sort of touch the glitter and see if we can just arrange some of those small ones. It's such a nice glitter, I'm impressed. More glitter? More glitter, sir. More glitter, dear. Come on, let's pile it on. So, clear bead of acrylic, and we're going to pat and press this down. Can you see how the bulk of it, I'm actually pressing the bulk of it down the nail, and it'll disperse as we get further to the end. It will get less and less as it catches out of the glitter. Right, we can whack the foam on the thumb now. When I say whack it on, I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that to you. Don't you worry. Bit of glitter and a bit of the blossom colour as well. Now with that one, I was just tapping my brush that is damp while the clear is still sticky, and just using that to stick down some glitter. And then I am going to pick up a bead of clear and then pick up some more glitter. Right, so we've got a bead of blossom, and we're going to do this cuticle area, and then what we're going to do is fade down this nude like so. So softly, softly, quick motions, keep the bulk of the product towards the back. We want it to like fade down. Oh my god, the black fluff. Bah. I'm going to take the forms off these ones because these are cured. Yeah, so what you want to do when you're taking your forms off is open the back first of all, and then don't pull it from the back because you're going to catch the hypernicum. You want to pull from the front down and then towards yourself. I'm going to use the ceramic bit, and it has a Swarovski crystal on the end. I'm like, so fancy. We do like a whole range, so we'll link that below. I won't go through that, we'll be here forever. So I'm going to use the dust extractor. This is from Nailchemy. So if it gets a bit loud. So I'm just going to go over the cuticle area. It's got a nice rounded tip. This is no sharp edge, so you know you're not going to dig into your client. It's not too bad. I don't know what it's like for Adam. We'll see. Yeah. So with this dust extractor, it's got a filter in it that you empty out, and you can also give it a wash. You can actually wash it, let it dry, and then reuse it again, which is brilliant. Good for the environment and very good for your lungs because you don't have to inhale all of the dust. So I'm just going to take off a little bit of excess off the sides. So we're just refining the shape with my electric file, angling the electric file around the cuticle area. And we're pulling from the apex down. Same with the glittered nail. Now you can see we've got little straggly bits. That tends to happen when you're using clear because you can't really see where it is. But don't worry, they're very thin and they'll just come off really easily. This is the reusable nail file, and this is how you take off your papers. You literally grab the end and peel it off, and you can pop that in the bin. And then what I do is, we've got some kitchen roll here, and we've also got the file and store spray from Navy Tools, and we're literally going to spray that and give it a wipe, and you know that that is now clean, ready for your next client. Now you want to make sure that's completely dry before you put on your next paper. So I've got 150s here. So this isn't a file, this is the, I'll say it's not a file, it's not like a normal file, you know. We're going to pop this on top of, let me just move this out of the way. I'm going to pop it directly on top of the metal board. And I like to hold my fingers either side and slowly go down, then make contact with the board so you've got it on nice and neat. Yeah, so I'm going to load it up with 150s on both sides. You can customize this file and make it whatever you want, so you can actually make it have like a 240 grit on one side or a 100 grit on the other, or you know, lots of different combinations can be made. I am going to get a file and take off the edges, just score those edges so you're not going to cut your client. Now I'm going to check the side. Is the bulk that needs taking off? If there is, do that with your file. If there's not a massive amount of bulk, we're going to use the metal file. Just give that a spray, make sure it's nice and clean. So this file is great for coming right up those side walls and getting everything nice and straight and perfect, because it's so strong. So you can see that that gets that super sharp and straight. Again, I'm going to take the bulk off with my reusable file or disposable file, and then I'm going to come up with my metal file just to really crisp that edge up. Then I'm going to come around the cuticle area, and that little bit of skin that's flapping about, I'm going to use, these scissors are actually from Nailed by Lucy. They're similar to the Katie Barnes ones. Get rid of that. So once you've done this cuticle area, I'm going to file quite flat at the sides. And then you kind of create like a triangle shape throughout the centre that won't be touched. So So can you see that kind of centre part that's not really touched? Because we've done the cuticle area, and then them sides nice and straight. And then once you're happy with those, we're going to marry those together by contouring that top surface. I'm going to do exactly the same on all of Andrea's nails, and then we will buff. So now we've filed, we're going to buff. So the Kirsty Meakin buffers are a 150 grit buffer, so they really smooth down the nail. They're not like, you know, like a 100 grit buffer, you can still see the demarcations, you know, all the scratches in the nail quite a bit, so it does get rid of that, but still leaves it a perfect surface for gel polish or gel top coat, but without you having, you know, seeing all that scratches and nasty. Lovely, yes, beautiful. Right, I'm just going to get Andrea wash them just to get every little bit of dust off those nails. While she goes and washes her hands, what I'm going to do is show you all of this inside. Look at that dust. So we're going to pop that into the bin, and there we are, we're ready to rock and roll again. Right, so we're going to top coat these. So I'm using the no wipe top coat from Nailchemy. Let's get that length done first. Oh my god, I can see a bit of fuzz. Fuzz off. That's it, it's gone. Did you think I was just top coating them and leaving them like, were you getting a bit scared?
No.
Come on now.
No.
You know me better than that.
It is getting a bit late, you know, I mean, am I happy? I'm joking.
Oh no.
Oh no, 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 we will not have to do that. Oh, this is gorgeous with the top coat on. That glitter is beautiful. I love this as well, this ombre. I don't like the fuzz. Ombre glitter is nice. So we've got the Nailchemy lamp at the ready. We want to use the correct lamp. Pop me that in for me. Right, what we're going to do is I'll need another dampen dish, and I'm going to use Nailchemy's cleanser. Okay, you done?
Done.
Pop a little bit in there. I'm going to use that with my inks. So I have an abundance of inks that we have in this little bag.
Was that your inspiration?
Oh, was that?
Same as the bag?
Oh, Doc, you know what I mean? I've got metallic inks and I've got normal inks. So we're going to do a little bit of both, yeah? So we've got a blue, we've got a purple, and then I want, oh, see, you've got a metallic blue as well. That's too much in the silver, and I'm like, oh, there's too much gorgeousness to use. I like this pink as well. Oh, we're just going to go for it and kind of make this up as we go along. I have got an idea of something that I'm going to do, so I will do that, but we're going to lay down some colours first of all. So I have played with these before, and my favourite, my ultimate favourite is the purple. The purple is insane. It's so nice. It's metallic, this one. I'm talking about the metallic purple. It's so stupendous. Right, so with the inks, what you need to be careful about is getting it on the skin. It is tricky. It is tricky, but just kind of like make sure you let it run away from the skin. Okay. And I'm going to pull it and pull it, and you'll kind of see it start to dry, and it becomes easier to apply as it starts to dry a little bit. Okay? So let's get a little bit of that here. You see as it starts to dry, it actually stays on as we brush it. Where at first it was kind of like oil on water or water on oil. Whereas now, you can actually put little blobs on now, so we can break it up. We're actually breaking this design up now. And that'll force little particles to kind of bunch together. And you get this like crazy pattern, which I absolutely love. Let's go with a bit of the blue metallic as well. It's kind of like a silvery blue. Again, I'm going to brush that on, and then I'm going to start to kind of mix these colours a little bit. So you can see how they start to merge together. The more that you agitate it, they'll kind of mix together. And then I'm going to put fresh liquid on, and we'll get that kind of broken up pattern start to appear. I'm going to add a little bit of the pink, and it's more like a kind of like a rose goldy kind of pink, I would say, a silvery pink. And then I want some more purple because it's my favourite. Bit closer for that, can you? Is it? Can you see how it kind of like? Yeah, it's like it looks like it's fizzing. And I kind of like just watching that. It's very therapeutic. That's basically the alcohol drying with the pigment. If you leave that completely, then you'll end up with that sort of metallic finish just in that place. So wherever you kind of finish like this, you will have that strong metallic section. I'm going to use my Alessia brush, but I'm going to use a 3D end, and I'm going to go into that solution, which is the cleanser. And then you can disturb this a little bit more and break it up to create that kind of mottled, broken up effect. And then this is a non-metallic ink, and I'm just going to add that as well. So it's nice to have those little textured, you know, from flat ink to the metallic ink as well. It's quite easy to do. Now with this one, I'm going to paint the nail, not all of it, about 3/4 of the way down with the ink. And we've got a purple. I'm going to kind of mix those two here. And the more I keep brushing this, the more it starts to eventually dry and even more pigment will appear. So you can create like a bit of an ombre. And I'm going to take the blue metallic and I'm going to create those little shiny sections. So it's kind of opposite to what we did here. So you've got the flat colour in the background and then you've got the shiny. You use the pink at the tip. And then the metallic purple. Go here. Mix it a little bit with that bluey silver colour. And again, you can go in with your brush with a little bit of the cleanser on to add a different effect. And what the cleanser will do, it'll kind of push out the ink. Right. So this is the pink metallic. We can also use this colour in marble to create like a marble effect. So we can use all these products to create that marble effect as well, but we'll do that in another video. I'll show you how we can do that. And that's purple. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the embossing gel from Nailchemy. So this is a thicker gel than your regular gel paints. We're going to go directly over the top, and I know we haven't top coated it, and that is absolutely fine. Just pop me that in the lamp and cure it for me. So we're going to do this stencil rose effect with the embossed gel. So you can see that the gel is raised. You want sort of each shape that we're doing to be a little bit different. Don't make them all identical. It will look more realistic. It'll just have that little bit of a finesse when they don't all look exactly the same. So they're all similar kind of half moon shapes that kind of spiral out. from the centre. Pop that on the lamp. And I'm going to do something crazy now. I'm going to take the acetone. And I'm going to wipe over this entire nail. Just cotton one. And you'll get this soft colour in the background, and it attaches to the white a little bit as well. Just keep wiping until you're happy with how soft it is. I wanted to show you this, and we could keep that like that, we could top coat it and everything like that. I probably will do that maybe on bits, but I'm feeling this, love this. This is my fave. We're rolling with that. So I'm going to create these little roses all over the nail. So if you want to keep that background like it is now, you will top coat, yeah? You could top coat before you put the embossing on, or you can top coat after, it's up to you, because there is no sticky layer on top of the embossing gel. So if you want to keep that background like that, then yes, do that. So I've kind of showed you a few different ways you can use the inks. So you can use it to give you a soft background, because believe me, that will not come off. So this colour stains the top coat. Sorry, bit of fluff. It stains the top coat and it won't come off. So that's pretty cool, and I do really like that effect. But if you want to keep that background like that, you can top coat it before, which is nice as well. You know, it depends what you're doing, and it actually goes to show how much stainage you do actually get from the inks. So this proves, you know, how strong they are, and, you know, they will stain. So be careful if you don't want it to stain. But I love that. I love that. And we're obviously going to put on some bling. Because, well, Andrea will not be seen without bling on her nails.
I just won't leave.
You won't. You'll be saying, excuse me, unfinished. Right, so I'm going to use the Nailchemy gem glue to put my stones on, which I love using. It's my new go-to really for putting stones on. I have been testing it and I love it. So we've got a little bit of glue there, the gem glue, and it's like a gel. I'm going to put it on with my little silicone tool. So these gems are from the nail boxes. There is 7,000, I was going to say 700,000, that'd be a bit ridiculous. There's 7,000 gems in there, and I think it's £90 for 7,000 gems. They're not Swarovski, but they are a good, cheap alternative. So for those of you that are just, you know, starting out and you want some nice crystals to play with, they are great for that. do I want a big? No, we don't want too big. I'm just going to get some out here. A few different sizes. Press that into the gem gel glue. Oh yes, I like that. Pop me that in just to freeze it. This cures with no sticky layer as well. Gonna use the, I can't say it. I'm just gonna use the oil from Indigo Nails. It's a keratin sheer elixir. Elixir? What's the weather like today? But yeah, it's just, it's amazing. I absolutely love it, and I hope they send me more because I need I need an abundance of it because I love it so much. I just want to bathe in it, really. Just bathe in it because it's just so nice.
It smells gorgeous.
I know, it's
Beautiful.
Let's have a look at you. I love him. So there you are, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is our first day in the studio with everything new, so things will go wrong and all that, but please bear with us. We're finding our feet, but join us while we find our feet because it's going to be fun. We've got loads of new exciting stuff coming up and we can't wait to share it all with you, so please subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and if there's been any products that you've enjoyed today, then please go in the description box and then you will find them there. But thank you for joining us and we love your support. I'll see you soon. Love you, bye.